Hey, what up, y'all? This your boy, Mr.Smash, every blazing record, and you are now tuned in to the Sit Down Show, available only on YouTube and UTV. Let's get into it.
I can
Hey,
see
what
you,
up,
but I can't
y'all?
hear you.
Let
Oh,
me make sure we got everything set up correctly before we get into this. Um, we want to make sure that we have audio. Can you say something for us real quick?
so it's me.
Okay. And now we're going to go ahead and throw our name graphic up there.
Oh, you spelled it wrong.
Did I? Is it A M O R? Just A M O R?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I can go and change it real quick. We don't
Okay.
want you. I actually was gonna message you real quick and ask you how you spelled it, but give me a moment, ladies and gentlemen. If I had my Stream Deck connected, it would make this a lot easier because I'd just be able to click a button and things would appear. But I'm working with this little keyboard, so bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so we're all set. This is your boy, Mr.Smash, every blazing record, and I want to welcome y'all to season 2, episode 10 of the Sit Down Show, ladies and gentlemen. And on this episode, we have a special guest, as you can see on our screen. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the people and tell them a little bit about yourself.
Up, it's my little love, and I'm working on changing my stage name, but Amor's fine for now. Um, I'm getting back into recording some new music and hopefully get into doing some shows and stuff. So I guess we'll go more into detail with that in the or like oh dude like introduce myself. Like what do I say?
That was fine. That was fine. I like that. So, for those of you who may not have caught this the last time, we actually tried to do this a few weeks ago, but the signal between me and her was really choppy, and we weren't able to actually capture everything that she was saying. So, we decided to go ahead and run it back. Now, as she mentioned, she was formerly going by the name Little Love or Lil Love, but now she has decided to change her name to Amor Vela. So you got, I know I've been seeing some videos that you've been posting, like you've been up in your YouTube and stuff like that. Is that how you spell it on YouTube, or what are you under on YouTube?
YouTube. I think I'm still on. Yeah, it's on there. Amor Vela.
Okay, y'all go check her out. Go subscribe to her page. And now, for those of you who also don't know, she is a former member of the PMC ENT Network, which is my company, I guess you would call it. And she does have some music available for you guys to check out. You guys can go and check that out on Reverb Nation. It's listed under PMC ENT Productions on Reverb Nation. You guys can go and check out some of those tracks. You want to talk about any of those songs? What's one of your favorite songs that you've produced so far?
It would be Nate and Strength I Need because Nate was kind of like a just like a track I wanted to dedicate to my youngest son because he's been through like the rough times, like the worst times of life, and he still like saw me as a good person. And after the changes that happened in my life, my sister passed away in 2015, and there was a lot of things that took place in my life that made me decide to rethink my whatever path I was taking. And he was part of the change. and he was really supportive in what I was going through during the change. And it was just like a track to him to let him know that I appreciate him never like saying anything negative to me, even though I wasn't like the best mom ever. And then even now, like when I and stuff, he still, he lets me know that he doesn't see me different or he doesn't have any negative thoughts or feelings towards me. And that means a lot to me because he was there like from the jump, like since he was born to he's still here with me. And Strength I Need was a track I did because there was so much things going on in my life at that time. Like I had two mortgages, I had my car note, I had my home, my roof needed to be done, and I was just like in this big old, like I was just doing it by myself trying to hold it down. And in the midst of it I just felt like peaceful, like I felt like everything's going to be okay. And that's during the time I had just barely changed. I stopped doing all the things that I was doing, so it was kind of like rough to adjust to everything as sober minded and like just trying to see the best in what I wasn't used to. So God has a lot to do with the change in my life, and without him, I wouldn't have been able to do everything that I did and how far I've come. And I want to do more tracks like those two because it's kind of like my testimony. They're basically my testimony.
Nice, nice. Uh, that's deep. I mean, especially that track for your son. I've listened to it a few times, and I can tell that like you poured your heart out on that song for your son. How does he feel about the song? Like, does he get embarrassed when he hears it, or
Yeah, he does.
yeah? That's cool. I've thought about making a song for my kids or something like that, but I'm out the game right now. So, anyways, so I see that you're actually sitting in front of what looks to be like the equipment that you bought a while back. Are you in the studio right now?
Yeah, I just have it set up. I haven't like hooked it up or anything. But whenever I went to get them, I got a demo and it's dope. Like I'll probably like hit you up sometime later and like after I get it all hooked up and stuff because I could even hook up my cell phone to it and play like music and stuff. It's two of these big old.
Yeah, there we
So
go.
that's what I want to do like next summer. Like I was talking to you about doing shows and stuff, and then idea of changing up from the regular performers to people who would be wanting to be a part of like I don't know. This interview I'm gonna kind of elaborate more on like my plans, and God willing we'll be able to do it more like an outreaching project. And an outreaching project meaning using our testimony to bring people to come to know the word. And like a lot of my tracks are going to be a testimony. That's what my next mixtape is going to be labeled, my testimony. And it's going to be based on a lot of things that I've been going through. And your life become perfect and easy after you change it from the old ways. Like all these tracks that I'm so glad I never put anything out before, because when I look back at the stuff that I wrote, it was just trash, like just stuff that really didn't have any meaning behind it. It was just
Really,
kind
you
of
think so?
like not the ones that I put out, but like stuff that I've never ever put out. Like I wrote stuff and like I never put it on YouTube or nothing, but I'm glad I didn't, because wasn't like to it just like it was just kind of like talking, like how do you say it, like foolishly, like getting like doing stuff that really doesn't even apply to life now. And now that I do I like testimony songs, it I think that deserves more, like play, or to put it out there and stuff like that. So I wanted to like see if there's other bands, other people like rappers and stuff that want to do a lot of like outreaching type projects, and that's something I want to do. Like it's something that I've been wanting to do for a while, and it's just like trying to get it together now that I have the equipment for it. I feel more motivated, positive, and if it's God's will to do it and He lets me do it, then I'm so ready to do it.
Okay, so quick question. What actually got you inspired to start making music?
My when my sister well when my sister was still alive, I did like I said, I was recording stuff and I was writing stuff, and I was not good on my delivery. I couldn't keep a flow. I mean, like I was like just the beginning stages of rapping, and I don't know why. I mean, since I was probably before school, I was writing poetry, and then towards towards the time my sister was about to pass, I started rapping stuff, and I was sending her my videos, sending her my whatever I was writing, and she was like really like do it, like you're really good. Like she was like really encouraging, even though like now when I look back at what I sent her, it wasn't all that. It was not good at all. But when she passed away, it just kind of felt like she had some like faith in me, and then I kind of isolated myself. I had to get my emotions out. I had to deal with it, and like I missed her so bad, and it felt like that was the only way I could feel close to her, because she's the only one that knew what I was doing. And then when she passed away, and I had just got out of a really deep relationship during that time too, and it was kind of like dealing with that heartbreak. Like that was the worst. That was, to me, I really fell in love with the dude. So whenever it ended, it was really really bad. Like it was hard, like hardcore into depression. I was drinking bad, like talking, doing whatever, just to get myself numb, not think about it. And when she passed away, it was like I can't go any more deeper into this world, so I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna get to the next day or to the next year or whatever. And my first one was actually "Don't Let Them Make You Feel," because she like a part of helping me see that no matter what people say and think about me, like the guy that I was like dating at that time, um, was kind of like making me feel like I wasn't like beautiful, I wasn't like awesome or any of that stuff. And we kind of like talked. She like the last time I seen her was a really deep conversation about how important I am, and I just used that track to put her what she said to me and what she said to me, like how I took it in and I believed it. And after that, I did another one about my brother that was locked up at the time. And I didn't have friends. I don't have friends. I still don't have friends. Like I don't hang out. I don't like people don't come over. I just kind of like stay away, because the people, for some reason, when I started getting friends, I started collecting the wrong type of friends. So I just got to stay by myself. And I didn't have anybody to talk to, or no way to vent, or no way to express myself, because I was just used to just getting numb. Whatever way I could get numb, I would do it. Like I just like needed a different outlet, and music was what did it for me. And it was listening to beats that I started feeling like, okay, I need to say this, I need to feel this. Or like just listening to instrumentals, it would touch a part of me that I would just start writing and writing and writing. So it was like my sister was really encouraging at first when she was alive, and then when she passed away, I had nobody else to talk to. So that's how that was my it's therapeutic for me. It was therapeutic. So yeah.
Okay, and for those people who don't know, um, she actually is the sister of a local rapper who goes by the name of Izzy Money. He's out of Portales, New Mexico. I wanted to ask you a question. Have you ever collaborated on a song with your brother?
No.
Have
Um
Have you ever thought
He's
about it?
kind of he's yeah, I've asked him before, but um we were supposed to do one where it was with him, myself, Dirty D, and Jeremy. Um, but like whenever I went down to Chandler, that's whenever they were all living in Chandler. We were supposed to record something, but we didn't. So I don't know if that's because like, recently I just got back into this, so I'll probably like hit him up for that, see what he says.
Okay, and now the last time we were talking, we were discussing potentially setting up some shows for local artists, not just here in New Mexico, but just trying to expand to other states as well. But could you potentially fill people in on what we were talking about, or you remember what we were talking about?
Yeah, so I was kind of like thinking I'm from the reservation. So the reservation covers New Mexico, Arizona, Utah. And we have these little like what do you call them? Like a fair, like in every red everywhere across New Mexico and Arizona and Utah. So I was thinking like we can put like events together, have artists come out and perform. And then since you're located more towards Texas, I was thinking like some like Lubbock or somewhere around those areas to also do some shows there. And then like I was saying, maybe the regular rappers isn't the thing. I don't know. Whoever wants to go, it'll be cool. Like set up a like kind of like an entry fee to help with the gas and like the transportation to the events, and it's not going to be like you can just drive over there one day and drive back, and we're going to have to like stay there and then go hit the next city, the next like the next town and stuff. So it's something that would require like an upfront deposit, and then whenever we get the venues and we get the pay the entry fees and everything, whatever the artists is make off of their tickets to have their fans come to the show will be money that they'll make themselves. So it's mainly just for the bus and the gas and the entry fee, like setting up and all that stuff. Like more about that stuff than I do. So like just to cover that, and then whatever money if they want to take merchandise, they can take merchandise. Like that's something I want to do too because um I want to patent I we what we talked about. I want to patent that and like have some hoodies, t-shirts, jewelry, whatever, like like I just that's what I want to do. That's been on my heart for a really really long time, like I'd say since 2016. And um I just never had that opportunity or the support to go forward with it. And now that I'm by myself, like I got what I like the thing that I wanted the most, I got it. And then now it's just getting the merchandise together and then going out and finding artists. There's some It's so crazy because there's these people that are just hitting me up. Like I've never met them before, I never knew them before, and they're like, hey, check out this, check out this. And I'm like, why are you sending this to me? And they're like, I don't know, like it's just all crazy. Like, and then I'll share my video and they'll be like, oh, you got bars. I'll yeah, I thought you knew. And they're like, no. So it's just kind of like for some reason that door opened to me, and I'm all glory to God because I'm pretty sure he's behind it, and I'm just excited to see what he can do through me. And it's just like I always wanted to do music and um help other people that want to get on stage because it's scared to do. But like my first performance, I was really scared to do it. It was in Albuquerque, and when I was in front of a lot of artists that had already been performing for a while, and they were just like really quiet, just like watching me, and I was like, oh man, I like totally like I bombed it. And then when I got off the stage, they're like, that was really like, have you done this before? I'm like, no. And they're like, yeah, you. they liked my performance. They're like, you did pretty good. Like kind of like you've been doing it for a while. I was like, no, it was my first time. So
Right.
like just like that support and that feedback, and then just helping other people do it. That's like the coolest thing. And it's not about making money. It's just about getting what's on your heart out to people, because on the reservation there's really not much to do. And if you put music out there for them to like you can perform, and then like you can get on stage, I feel like it'll motivate people to stay out of trouble and do something positive, and to just be a part of helping them with, like, okay, like I told my son the same thing. I was like, if you want stage time, because my oldest son, he has a SoundCloud, I think, but I'm not sure what his link is called, but he also raps. He's really really good. And
Hey,
I
you need to
told
get
him
that
that,
link so we can give them some promo over here on the show.
yeah. So and my youngest one, he can flow too, but he's like really shy. So and I'll like, I know he was working on some stuff too. So like them, it kind of motivates them to like, okay, they're all in the studio trying to like record and stuff, which I don't mind, because it keeps them out of trouble. Like, it gives them something to do. And I would like to give my kids, like stage time. I would like to have help other kids, because sometimes there's kids out there, their parents don't really understand, and they're just like, oh, that's a waste of time or whatever, which kind of like makes them kind of like not motivated, and then go find something else to do that's not productive. So yeah, that's what the plan is.
Yeah, the motto, man. The motto is hit the beats before you hit the streets. Y'all kids,
Hmm.
before y'all go out there and think about getting in trouble, man, just pick up a pen and a pad, write down your frustrations, and turn it into a song. Shoot. Uh, so definitely, and just speaking on you being nervous and stuff like that. I've been rapping for a long time. I started rapping back in 2008, and I'm till this day I'm still nervous. Like I haven't done very many performances. I'm not gonna lie. Like the only time I've really ever performed was like the indie shows that I was putting together, and then these last couple of shows that I did, and then one time before at the West Texas Weekend show for Lil Flip or whatever. But not too many times have I performed, and every time I get up there, it feels almost like the first time. Like I feel nervous. I mean, I get to shaking and stuff like that. So, it, I mean, but then I get the same reaction though. Like whenever I get off stage, everybody's like, "Oh, bro, you killed that. You killed it. You killed it." Like, and I felt like I was about to freaking pass out the whole time. But they're like, "Oh yeah, bro, you were raw. You did it." So yeah, I feel you with that, and that's cool how your kids are kind of taking up after you. Even I mean, especially being because like, okay, with me, especially like if my kids were to hear my older music and stuff like that, I wouldn't really want them to start making music coming up like on that path. But being that you make the music that you make, on the Christian tip or on the gospel tip and stuff like that, that's more motivation for your kids to want to do that. I guess it would be better motivation for your kids to want to do it than for them to come out with like some gangster hits like what I made back in my day and stuff like that. So that's cool. As long as they stay on the right path and try to keep it clean, and because that's the best route to go, honestly, keeping your music clean, being able to get that radio play, being able to like make music videos that are family friendly and stuff like that. The kids can go watch it on YouTube, stuff like that. That's the best way to get yourself out there, because if you're just really making stuff for adults and stuff, not a lot of adults pay attention to stuff, but kids are more always on their phone, always on their tablets, always on the computer type stuff. So they'd be more susceptible to run across, a new music video or a new song or something, especially if it was something that they could actually watch, like age appropriate and stuff like that. So,
um
oh, go ahead.
Actually, my oldest one, he like, how I was telling you that Nate's been with me like from the jump. My oldest one left, like, I want to say when he was 14, and he kind of like thought he can do life on his own, take care of himself and all this stuff. So a lot of his music is I guess what he experienced out there. So it's like he's not really on the same type of like how I do my what mine are testimonies, and his are like his stories about what he experienced being out there on his own. And him, I do want to do a collab with, and we did start working on a couple projects, and it was like it'll be cool. I think it'll be like awesome because he's gonna kind of balance out bringing in his age group, and like the type of friends he has, they're kind of like the same what they do. And then me as the mom, like telling my side, like when all that stuff, what as a mom, what it made me feel like, and like how it, you know yeah, I don't know, just like that collaboration. I'm looking forward to doing that with him too.
Okay, okay, that sounds cool. It sounds good. And before we get up out of here, because we've been running almost about 30 minutes, I want to say thank you for finally being able to sit down with me on this show. Um, Hopefully, the video is actually good because I heard everything that you were saying. So hopefully, it recorded correctly in my system. And whenever this does release, ladies and gentlemen, you will be able to watch it on YouTube and UTV. YouTube, that's PMC ENT Network on YouTube. And then to watch it on UTV, you can either visit my website, www.gloke.gemdo.com, or you guys can go and download the UTV app that's available on the Google Play Store by searching UTV, or you can search PMC ENT Network, all one word, and it'll be the first app that pops up. Um, Lil Love, is there anything that you want to say to the people? You want to give them some links to where they can find you? Any updates on some new projects that you may be releasing? Anything like that?
I haven't worked on my links yet, and probably like I don't know. I want to do about doing the PMC again, and maybe like bridge off of what we had started, and
Yeah,
then
you know,
how
I got you,
it's
bro.
not like I didn't.
I, I got you on
What's
that. You know, I still, like I mentioned earlier, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys want to check out some of her older tracks, you guys can go and search that on Reverb Nation, PMC ENT Productions on Reverb Nation. You guys go check that out. But I'm more than willing to help you with getting your links up, getting like a website running or whatever it is that you want to do. And with the right funding, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, if you guys go download that UTV app, we also offer you guys can invest in the app to help us, make it better, but also to help you guys generate your own profits. And if you guys are interested in trying to create an app, but you guys need somebody to design it for you, I'm not the best. I'm not no graphics designer. I'm not a web designer or anything like that. But I can do some work for you, show you what I'm capable of doing, and we can make an app or make a website for you guys. So just throwing that out there. Um, cheap cheap prices on everything that I do. I'm never trying to hustle nobody or anything like that. So y'all um, hit me up if y'all need any of that. And then go ahead. I sorry I cut you off.
that's okay. And I'm working on a few projects, so I don't know. I'm be sending them out like on my YouTube for sure, and I need to get caught up on the social media stuff. Like I know that you can use Spotify, you can use iTunes, stuff like that. Like it's been a while since I've been on the internet and social media and stuff like that. So I'm gonna have to relearn everything. Right now, I'm also learning how to use the keyboard so that I make my own beats. That way, I won't, have to worry about copywriting and all that good stuff. But yeah, just stay tuned because I'm gonna be posting my YouTube videos. I posted a couple of my old stuff, like the stuff that I had done before, and I'm like I said, I'm changing my stage name, so I'm kind of stuck between the two YouTube to Gmail YouTube channels that I made. So I'll just you just have to like follow me and to be updated, I guess.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I will provide links to her Facebook and anything else that we are currently able to find her on. I want to thank everybody who is tuning into this episode, even though you guys aren't going to get it for a couple of days, make sure you guys go watch it on UTV. Go download that app. Go and subscribe to our YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen. We need 1,000 subscribers. Also, go and subscribe to Amor, her YouTube channel as well. I'm pretty sure she's looking to get some subscribers on there to view her content. She will be posting more content, and this video, I will actually I'm actually gonna send you probably a copy of this video if I can, so that way you can post it on your YouTube as well if you would like to do that,
Okay.
just for more content purposes. But that's gonna do it for us, ladies and gentlemen. My name is G Logue, aka Mr. Smash Every Blazing Record, and this is
Little love.
and that's gonna do it for us on season 2, episode 10 of the Sit Down Show. Y'all make sure y'all tune in for more episodes, but you can only find them on YouTube and UTV. So make sure y'all go download that app or go subscribe to our YouTube channel so you guys don't miss anything. And we are signing out.